Imagine the sky splitting open and mountains crumbling to dust. The earth shakes, revealing its deepest secrets. Every soul, from the greatest prophets to the cruelest rulers, rises to face the one true judge. On that day, wealth, fame, and status won't matter. Only your deeds, truth, and justice will count. But what really happens? How will it unfold? And what lessons can we learn from it? Join us as we explore the Day of Judgment through powerful visuals and the timeless words of the Qur'an and Hadith. This journey isn't meant to scare, but to awaken your heart and mind. Stay until the end. The most surprising truth isn't how the day begins, but how it ends. The signs before the day begins. Long before the trumpet is blown, before the skies split open and the earth vomits forth its secrets, there are signs, warnings from Allah, markers placed throughout time to signal the approaching hour. Some are subtle, unfolding quietly before our eyes. Others will shake the world when they arrive. The Prophet Muhammad told us of two types of signs, the minor and the major. The minor signs are already here. They are happening all around us. Corruption spreads openly. Leadership is often handed to the unworthy, and the trust of society is broken. Knowledge is disappearing, not through books vanishing, but through the deaths of sincere scholars, leaving behind those who speak without guidance. People follow influencers, celebrities, and ideologies over truth. Children disobey parents, and modesty, once cherished, is now mocked. These may seem like cultural shifts, but each one is a prophetic sign. Then come the major signs, unmistakable and terrifying. The Dajjal, a deceptive being with supernatural power, will emerge, claiming to be divine. His fitna will be the greatest test this world has ever known. But just as his tyranny spreads, Isa will descend from the heavens, fulfilling his divine role to confront the Dajjal, shatter falsehood, and unite the believers. And then the sun will rise from the west, a moment that seals the fate of every soul. On that day, repentance will no longer be accepted. The doors will close. These signs are not fairy tales or ancient warnings. They are divine mercies, reminders before reckoning. Every sign is a chance to turn back before the final call, before the world hears the trumpet that ends all time. The blowing of the trumpet. The angel Israfil, the one chosen by Allah for this task since the beginning of time, places the mighty trumpet to his lips. With a breath that is neither of this world nor of the next, he blows. It is not a sound, but a force, a vibration that pierces every soul, shatters every illusion, and calls reality itself to its knees. Mountains crumble like sandcastles. Oceans rise, boil, and vanish into steam. The stars, once distant guardians of the night, loosen from their places and rain down like broken pearls from a shattered necklace. The sun darkens. The moon splits. The sky tears open. This is not chaos. This is precision. This is divine order unfolding with terrifying beauty. All creatures fall, from the smallest ant to the mightiest beast, from kings on golden thrones to forgotten wanderers in deserts. All life ends. Every breath stops. The earth is silent, still, empty. And then, silence deeper than anything ever known. A pause in creation, a breath held by the universe. Is this the end? No. It is not destruction for the sake of ending. It is the great transition, the sacred interval between mortality and eternity. This is not death. It is preparation. The trumpet's sound did not only erase the world, it cleared the path for what must now rise. This moment, this stillness, is where time ends and truth begins. And in this silence, the second trumpet waits. The souls once scattered and sleeping in the folds of forgotten time will stir. Bones long turned to dust will reform. Eyes closed for centuries will open. The dead will rise. All will awaken. The trumpet was not an ending. It was a calling, a reminder that everything we lived, every choice, every deed, was seen and now awaits its accounting. Israfil stands, awaiting the next command, because this is not the final chapter. It is the prologue to eternity. The resurrection of all souls. From the depths of every grave, the dead begin to rise, barefoot, uncircumcised, stripped of all worldly trappings, returning in their purest form, from the very first human, prophet Adam, to the last soul destined to walk this earth. No wealth, no rank, no disguise remains. All stand equal, exposed before the unblinking eyes of the Creator. The silence of death shatters as questions ripple through the resurrected crowd. Who has brought us back from oblivion? Who commands this impossible return? Their voices rise, mingling confusion with fear and wonder. The answer, both timeless and immediate, resonates through the heavens and the trembling earth. This is what the Most Merciful promised. It is the fulfillment of divine justice, the ultimate reckoning long foretold by the messengers. Some souls rise with hearts steadfast and faces illuminated by hope, recalling their deeds of mercy, faith, and righteousness. They stand proud and honored, their spirits calm, ready to meet their Lord with dignity. Others emerge burdened by regret, fear, and sorrow, their eyes wide with the shock of reality. The realization that time's mercy has passed, and the consequences of their earthly actions now close in. These will stand trembling, horror etched into their very being, knowing the scales of justice will not be swayed. Around them, the landscape itself is transformed. The gathering, Al-Hashr. On this vast expanse of white, a place beyond time and space, all of humanity is gathered together. From every nation, every generation, every corner of the earth. There is nowhere to hide, no refuge from the sight of the Almighty. The sun itself draws closer, its blazing heat intense and unrelenting. The air shimmers with its fierce presence. People begin to sweat, but this is no ordinary sweat. It is the manifestation of their deeds, the burden of their sins weighing heavily upon them. For some, the sweat pours down like a relentless flood, drowning them in their guilt and regret. Their hearts pound in fear as they struggle under the scorching gaze of divine justice. But others stand calmly, their skin dry, their spirits serene. They find relief beneath a miraculous shade, the shade of Allah's throne, a shade so vast and pure, it offers comfort unlike anything in this world. Who will be granted this mercy? The just leader who ruled with fairness and humility. The youth who worshipped in secret, far from the eyes of people, but close to the heart of Allah. The soul whose heart was attached to the masjid, the sacred house of worship and devotion. These are the ones who find solace in the divine shade, a sign of honor and mercy in a day of overwhelming trial. The records and the scales. Mizan. On this momentous day, the records of every soul are brought forth. Vast books inscribed with the details of a lifetime. Every action, every word, every intention is written with perfect accuracy. The sky itself seems to hold its breath as these books are handed out. To some, the record is given in their right hand, a sign of salvation, success, and eternal reward. To others, it is given in their left, a harbinger of destruction and loss. This moment leaves no room for doubt or denial. Every word ever spoken, every secret kept, every public act, every hidden thought is accounted for. Even the digital footprints, every click, every post, every message sent in the vast web of this modern world. None escape the divine record. Nothing is lost or overlooked. Then comes the Mizan, the divine scales of justice. These scales are unlike any human measure. They weigh deeds with perfect fairness and sensitivity. Even a grain of good, so small it could be overlooked by human eyes, carries immense value here. This is the place where the true balance of a soul's life is revealed. Some will find their deeds tipping the scales toward mercy and forgiveness, passing beyond even the harshest judgments by the grace of Allah's compassion. Others, however, will be held to strict account, their every deed examined in detail, no injustice allowed, no favor shown. Not even the weight of an atom's worth of wrong or right will be ignored. This is divine justice, absolute, fair, and final. The outcome will define eternity for every soul. The SIRAAT, the bridge over Hellfire. Above the blazing depths of Hellfire lies a bridge unlike any other, narrower than the finest hair and sharper than the keenest sword. This is the SIRAAT, the final crossing that every soul must face after the reckoning. It is the path to paradise, but it is perilous and unforgiving. Only those who carry light, the light of true faith and righteous deeds, will be able to cross it. This light is not something visible to the eyes of the world, but a radiance that shines from the heart, the essence of a soul purified by devotion and good actions. Some will pass like lightning, swift, sure, and unscathed, because their deeds were pure and their faith unshaken, their hearts were steadfast, and their tongues truthful. They will find the crossing effortless, propelled by the divine mercy granted to those who excelled in obedience and kindness. Others will struggle, moving slowly and cautiously, barely managing each step. Their journey will be difficult, marked by trembling and fear. For them, the bridge feels like a trial, testing every ounce of their patience and endurance. And some will fall. Those whose deeds were dark and heavy, whose hearts rejected truth and mercy, will slip and plunge into the blazing fire below. There will be no rescue, no second chance. The SIRAAT is a final judgment made manifest. This is the ultimate test, the final path where every soul's true nature is revealed and the fate of eternity is sealed. The intercession and mercy. The Prophet Muhammad will be given a very special honor on the Day of Judgment. This honor is called the Great Intercession, or Ash-Shafa'ah. It means that he will ask Allah to forgive and save many people from punishment. The Prophet will stand before Allah and make dua with great hope and kindness for all believers. He will ask Allah to show mercy to those who deserve it and to give them a chance to enter paradise. Allah will listen to the Prophet's prayers and respond with mercy. This mercy is very great and powerful. It can forgive many mistakes and sins. But this mercy is not for everyone. Only those who truly believed in Allah and followed the teachings of Islam will benefit from this mercy. Those who ignored the message or rejected it will not be helped by this intercession. The intercession of the Prophet is a sign of Allah's mercy and kindness to His creation. It shows how much Allah cares for those who tried to live good lives and followed His guidance. The Prophet loves his people and will ask Allah to forgive them because of His deep care and mercy for all humans.
Paradise and Hell, the final homes.
After all the judgment is done, the final decision is made, every soul will go to its last home, a place that will last forever. These homes are very different. One is a place of endless peace and happiness, and the other is a place of pain and sorrow. Jannah, or paradise, is a beautiful place that no one can truly imagine. It has gardens so green and rivers that flow gently. It is a place where no eye has ever seen, no ear has ever heard, and no heart can fully understand its beauty. In Jannah, there is only happiness, peace, and joy. People there will live without pain, sadness, or fear. It is the reward for those who believed and lived their lives following Allah's guidance. On the other hand, Jahannam, or hell, is a place of fire and punishment. It is a fire that burns not only the skin, but also the hope and happiness of the souls there. It is a place of great suffering for those who rejected faith and chose to do wrong. Once souls leave this world, they enter their final homes. There is no return, no second chance. Paradise and hell are forever, where every soul will live according to the choices they made in this life. This journey is not fantasy, it's not fiction. It's written, it's promised, and it's coming. The Day of Judgment is not a story, it is your future and mine. Reflect, prepare, return to Allah. Until we meet again, peace and blessings.